Well, hello, everybody. It is live on KEXP, and I'm your host, Troy Nelson from listener-powered independent 90.3 FM, KEXP in Seattle, and 92.7 in San Francisco. We are streaming 24/7 at kexp.org and our free mobile apps. And these live performances are made possible by people just like you, so thank you all so much for supporting KEXP. What a special day it is here on KEXP. Not only is it a Friday, but we have Merce here in the KEXP studios. And Merce, if you are ready, take it away. You are listening to Merce Lemon live on KEXP.
There's nothing like an open road, but what do I know about driving? It's only been a couple years since I've been behind the wheel. Not one time at the beach, 19, and the weight of my body made phosphorescence glow, and a friend go crazy. If home is where the heart is, it's where the waves come crashing. My tapes are blasting a country song. Put the bottle on the table, let it stay there till I'm not able to see your face in every place that I go. And I don't play sports to win the game. Foolish and fast, foolish and fast, in a highway straight through the mountain. Foolish and fast, foolish and fast, foolish and home is where the heart is, it's where the waves come crashing. My tapes are blasting a country song. I'll keep drinking, it won't matter. Just remember that I once had. I don't know why I sit and cry every day. And I don't play sports to win the game. Foolish and fast, foolish and fast, in a highway straight through the mountain. Foolish and fast, foolish and fast. My love just passed through you. Foolish and fast, foolish and fast, foolish and
Yes. You are listening to Merce Lemon live here on KEXP. Bit of an instrument change right here. The new album's called Watch Me Drive Them Dogs Wild. We've been loving it here on KEXP. And Merce Lemon has one more for us all. Once again, live on KEXP.
old man howling drive them. Dogs wild. Dogs wild. Dogs wild. And the thoughts of a husband waiting on me, and the thoughts of a husband waiting on
Beautiful. You're listening to Merce Lemon live on KEXP. The new album is Watch Me Drive Them Dogs Wild. That is also that song right there. And just fantastic. So once again, I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time and stopping by the KEXP studios today.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us.
100%. And also, I'm always so curious about great artists like you and your musical beginnings, your musical history and journey. And I know that your parents have had a huge impact on your musical journey, as well as growing up in the Pittsburgh DIY scene. And I'm just going to get right into it. I'm going to name some names.
Okay.
And after I do, please tell me and all of us what that name means to you so we can learn more about your history. In other words, can you tell us about a very young you and listening to George Jones?
Yeah. Well, I just remember my dad had so many George Jones tapes that we listened to in the car all the time. He would tape them from records, and yeah, that was like a huge tape in the car, I remember. My mom's actually standing on the other side of these blinking lights.
Oh, cool.
It probably has
Hi, Mom.
has a lot of insight into that. But yeah, George Jones was a huge, still someone I listen to all the time. So.
And also, what is so special about the song About Her Eyes by Jerry Jeff Walker?
That song came to me into my life more recently in the past few years. I think a friend just sent it to me when I was on tour, and I had a little time before I played, and I remember hearing it, and it was just like immediately like a blanket. And I think I just like walked around this neighborhood listening to it over and over again.
Mm-hmm. Like a weighted blanket, a comfortable.
Yeah, and I know my band loves that artist as well.
Mm-hmm. And what can you tell us about the Mr. Roboto project?
Yeah, I feel like everyone in my band could talk about that place. We've all played there in a million different projects, but I guess I've been going there my entire life. I don't remember where the space that it existed in before the space it's in now, but my parents have been taking me there forever, and like a very important DIY venue in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm. And lastly, what can you tell us about your love of the Moldy Peaches and Kimya Dawson?
Yeah, I grew up listening to Kimya Dawson and the Moldy Peaches, also like probably one of my favorite artists. And when Kimya Dawson came through Pittsburgh and played at Garfield Artworks, I was, I'm going to get this story wrong. Either she came and played at Club Cafe and my mom like found a way to get me in even though it was 21 up. Mm-hmm. I don't know which one came first, but she also played at Garfield Artworks and she needed somewhere to stay and she ended up crashing at my parents' house and we became family friends with them. And I sang, me and my sister and our friends sang on stage with her when we were little kids. And
wow.
I think actually when I was living in Seattle, or maybe when I was visiting Seattle because I have family that lives here, I sang on the phone over the radio with Kimya Dawson,
No
which probably sounded crazy.
Kind of sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so once again, the new album is called Watch Me Drive Them Dogs Wild, which is also the name of the closing track on the album, which is also the song you closed with today. Is it true that you also wrote that song last? And even though it initially felt a little detached from the other songs, it somehow encapsulates the whole record?
Yeah, we didn't have a name for the record, and we had like 8 songs, and we needed one more. And my friend Spencer Smith wrote the keys part. It started as a piano song. I think I really wanted a piano song. And I just kind of looped them. And it's inspired by a story that my friend Jim Lingo told me about staying with Michael Hurley in Oregon, that I kind of expanded upon. Benji's wearing a Michael Hurley pin. We just went to Mississippi Studios in
Cool.
Portland.
Yeah.
So huge fan of his and kind of an homage to him. And yeah, it was like one of those things where you write it and you're like, I guess this is what the album's called now, you know?
I mean, it's too cool of a title to not.
Thank you.
Yeah, so once again, we've been loving the new album, and we really appreciate you stopping by the KEXP studios, and we hope that you come back as well.
Yeah, we'd love to. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Once again, you've been listening to Merce Lemon, live on KEXP.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.